This energy drink is creamy. What's up guys, it's your boy, CyanDoragon, back at it again with yet another video. And yes, you read the title of this video correctly. I'm going to be reviewing a creamy energy drink. Now, when you think of energy drinks as a whole, you don't think of them being creamy. You think of them being carbonated, maybe fruity, and just energizing. But the energy drink that I'm going to be reviewing today is quite unique because, well, it's creamy. And once I show you the energy drink, like the can, you'll understand why it's creamy. Because it shows in the label. I'm going to be reviewing Monster Energy Nitro. And if you're wondering where the nitro is coming from, this is basically the Pepsi Nitro of Monster. Essentially, there is a gas in this drink called, I think it's just nitrogen. I don't remember the exact science behind it, but this gas, when they add it to the drink, the people who make it makes it creamier. And like I just mentioned, I don't know how that works. I don't know the science behind it. I'm not a freaking chemist. Science is not my strong suit, so I'm not even going to try to guess or anything because F science. But yeah, I guess you could just say nitro equals creamy. I didn't find this at a grocery store. I found it at a convenience store. You can find almost anything at a convenience store nowadays, I'm telling you. You could probably find crack or cocaine if you ask the person at the front counter. They'll get what you're trying to say if you give them code words, you know, a secret transaction. But anyway, we're not going to get into all that. It's time for the review of Monster Energy Nitro. So without further ado, let's get right into it. But before we do, I would just like to say, if you like this video, hit the like button, obviously. And if you are not yet subscribed, please consider hitting that red subscribe button down there. Well, actually, no, it's not red anymore, it's black. I don't know why YouTube changed it. I like the red one more. I feel like the black subscribe button kind of has some racial issues going on behind it. I don't know. Bring back the red subscribe button, YouTube, please. That's just one more thing to add to the list of things that YouTube should bring back. But I'm not going to get into that. Hit that subscribe button, and also check out my other social medias. They're linked down in the description. Primarily my Twitch and my Discord server. The others are not that important, but I would also like you to check those out as well. Now with that out of the way, let's get into the actual review. So on screen right now is a resemblance between Monster Original and Nitro, and the first thing you can tell is the difference in what the drinks look like. I actually have them right here as well, so I'll show you. This is what regular Monster looks like. Kind of looks like a sparkly apple juice almost. I don't know if you can see the sparkliness in there because the camera that I'm using right now is cheap Chinese plastic, but you can tell it's somewhat sparkly. It's almost like an apple cider from the looks of it. But the Monster Nitro, on the other hand, look at this stuff. It looks like the Seminal Descent of Shrek. You can see it's a lot more of a green color. The original Monster has more of a golden color. And also, it has a slight layer of foam right there, as you can see. The foam is more prevalent, obviously, when you first pour it into the cup. But whatever. You can tell that there's a little bit of foam there, if you can see beyond my fingers. And in case you're wondering why I have original Monster here, it's just as a comparison so I can compare it to the Nitro version, just to pinpoint the differences. And I'm sure not that many of you are going to care about this next part, but I feel like as a reviewer, it's my due diligence to go through this. The ingredients list, as well as the nutrition facts. I'm going to go through these relatively quickly, but if you still want to skip over them, then skip to the times that are on screen right now. I'm going to be looking off to the side here because I don't want to hold both cans on camera on either of my cameras, so keep that in mind. So judging by the calorie amount, the Nitro has less, just by 10. The total fat amount is the same. The Nitro has more sodium, The Nitro has 2 grams less of carbs than the original Monster. It has 3 less grams of sugar than the original Monster, but it has the same amount of protein. None. As for the ingredients list, I'm not going to compare them because we would be here a lot longer than we would need to be. I'll just go ahead and list off the ingredients for the Nitro version since that's what we're reviewing. So in Monster Nitro there is carbonated and nitrogenated water. So I guess they added the nitrogen or whatever to the water aspect. There's also sugar, glucose, natural and artificial flavors, citric acid, taurine, sodium citrate, Panax ginseng flavor, maltodextrin, potassium sorbate, preservative, caffeine, whey protein, which comes from milk, which is the definitive ingredient in this thing. I'm guessing it's going to taste very creamy, because milk is creamy. Sodium benzoate, preservative, niacinamide, which is vitamin B3, L-carnitine, L-tartrate, sucralose, inositol, pyridoxine hydrochloride, which is vitamin B6, riboflavin, which is vitamin B2, Blue 1, and cyanocobalamin, which is vitamin B12. Look, I understand that you have to add the scientific name, okay, just to be formal and everything, but just put vitamin B12, okay? You don't have to be that complicated, I'm just saying. It makes it harder for us reviewers because do you really expect reviewers on YouTube to know the scientific terms? Know how to pronounce them and everything like that? Do I look like a frickin' physicist to you? Or a chemist? Because I'm not. But anyway, with all that out of the way, let's get to the actual taste test. The meat of this video. I'm gonna jump into some familiar territory first with the regular Monster, just so I can get my bearings. Oh yeah, that's definitely Monster. But for the Nitro version, this cup here is just for show because I actually want to taste the creaminess. And I poured the stuff into the cups off camera, so it's probably pretty uncreamy. Like it's not it's not as creamy anymore. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm just gonna drink it out of the can itself, just so I can get that creaminess. So let's give this a taste. Monster Energy Nitro Edition down the hatch. Oh wow. Bro, what? There we go. That's what it was missing. For a second, I couldn't taste the creaminess, and the creaminess isn't very profound, but it's in there. You just have to look for it. You gotta concentrate really hard for you to actually notice the creaminess, but the one thing that I automatically noticed is there's a very, very striking, like, citrus flavor. The more sips I take, the more I can taste the creaminess. That is interesting. Good God. It tastes nothing like the original here, and I'm not gonna lie, I think I like the Nitro version better. Wow. Honestly though, I was hoping that it would be a little bit more creamy, but you know what? For what it is, it has the CyanDoragon seal of approval right here. And it kind of makes sense that it has that citrusy taste because it looks like Mountain Dew. So if it looks like Mountain Dew, it is Mountain Dew. What are you trying to hide, Monster? Did you actually steal Mountain Dew's like recipe and then just added some nitrogen to it? Is this like Mountain Dew Nitro? Oh yeah, there's definitely a more citrusy taste to that. I wouldn't say it's a certain type of citrus like lime or anything like that. It's just citrus. Just all the citrus fruits combined. But bro, that is some good stuff. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being absolute trash, just get rid of it. 10 being, this is the best energy drink that I've ever had in my life. Now that I'm thinking about it, I do like it a little bit more, but the one thing is, there's a little bit, or maybe not a little bit, hold on, I want to get my facts straight here. Yep, my facts are actually factual. The Nitro version has a lot less carbonatedness to it. I guess whatever gas they added, nitrogen or some other gas, nitrogen peroxide or whatever. See, again, I don't have this shit memorized. But whatever they added, it knocked out a lot of the carbonatedness. But anyway, back to the scale of 1 to 10. I would rate this drink a solid 8 or even 8.5 out of 10. I burped it up and then swallowed that burp again, and it tastes just as good the second time, if not better. But yeah, this is a really good drink. I highly recommend this. I wonder what it would taste like if I mixed both of these together. Have the ultimate monster drink. Doesn't look as appealing now. It kind of looks like Shrek's piss or Seminal Descent if it has a little bit of a darker complexion. But let's try it. Yep, that right there, it's great. I really like Monster. That's my go-to energy drink most of the time. And this right here, though I'm not going to have it as much because it's not as available to me, because the convenience store that I got it from is a little bit away from my house. But every time I find a convenience store and they have the Nitro, I'm getting it. I don't care how much it costs. I don't care how more expensive it is than the original Monster. I'm getting it. I don't care. But that is some good shit. Anyway, time for the outro. That, ladies and gentlemen, was the review of Monster Energy Nitro. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, like I mentioned at the beginning, smash like. And comment down below if you've ever tried Monster Nitro, and if you have, what do you think of it? And also comment down below any other energy drinks or sodas or foods you guys want me to do a review video of, and I will do my best to do it in the future. And also, don't forget to check me out on my other social medias, my Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, second channel, Discord, all those, they're linked down below. But with that said, I'm not going to draw out these outros like I usually do. I'm just going to cut to black automatically. So, I will catch you guys in the next video. Until then, CyanDoragon out. Bye.